Hey there, my friends. This is the video that I promised you, a free video. I don't like doing free things very often because free doesn't put food on the table, right? But this one is free for you as promised. I posted on Facebook just yesterday to ask me some questions, and I would pick a question and then answer it in this free segment. This is actually a segment that I do for my subscribers called Ask Spencer's Views because it rhymes with Spencer Hughes. Ask Spencer's Views. Okay, I thought it was clever at the time that I came up with it at like 3:45 in the morning. Maybe not so much. Here's a question from James Thomas. Can Kavanaugh survive the Democratic onslaught? I don't know. It's very interesting to me that here's the bottom line. Did he do these things? I don't know. I know there are many more people coming forward saying he didn't do them than did. It's a far different situation than Bill Cosby, where you had an entire zip code worth of ladies coming forward, all with very similar stories, all independent of each other, all people who had never spoken two words to each other their entire lives. And lo and behold, he was found guilty. He's actually going to be sentenced very soon, Bill Cosby. Did Kavanaugh do this stuff? I don't know. I think it looks like the allegations seem to be a little weak to me in terms of what I've been researching, but I don't know. I don't know Kavanaugh. And we don't even know sometimes what our own family and friends are doing, right? Everyone's always shocked at what family and friends are capable of, and then they do something that's totally unlike them or the them that we thought they were, right? And they go against the grain and do something completely different from what we expected of them. So I don't know. I'm not here to defend him. I'm not here to slaughter him either in opinions. I do think something is very interesting here, and this is what I want to focus on for a couple of seconds here, is that everybody tends to believe what we're going to believe. We tend to believe the people that we associate with. We tend to want to defend the people we believe are correct. Look at Bill Clinton. My God. Look at John F. Kennedy. The dirty secret. It's not even a secret, but John F. Kennedy, the thing that really saved his place in history, really, of course, the moon landing, that was his biggest achievement of his presidency. He was killed very early on in his presidency. We don't know what he would have ended up pulling off and what he wouldn't have pulled off. We don't know really just how efficient or effective his administration would have been. People tend to achieve sainthood after assassination, after death, and things like that. John F. Kennedy wasn't a very good person morally. It's the truth. He chased every skirt that went by, slept with tons of women behind Jackie O's back, and everyone made it out to be like Camelot, which I thought was totally, utterly ridiculous. They were one of the most dysfunctional families on the face of the earth, the Kennedys. One of the most dysfunctional families. They still are highly dysfunctional. They were bootleggers. The Kennedys were bootleggers and womanizers and gamblers and cheats and the whole nine yards. And then John F. Kennedy is assassinated, which was a very sad day in American history. I'm not saying otherwise, so don't misinterpret what I'm saying. But I do believe that history went a lot softer on him because of the assassination. If he had lived out his life, I think there would have been a lot to be critical of, perhaps, along with all the good things that he did. My point is, people have given him sainthood. He was far from a saint. People go after the other guy's accusations, right? So all the liberals are coming forward and going after Kavanaugh. All the conservatives went after Bill Clinton. Everybody wants to believe their own guy on their own set of the political spectrum. We don't want to believe that our Supreme Court judge, I don't mean our like mine, okay? I don't have any skin in this game. I don't have any skin in this game. Kavanaugh's not my friend. If it's not Kavanaugh, it'll be somebody else, okay? I'm not saying he's the best person for this role. It's the best person that Donald Trump thought was best for the role. Doesn't mean that he is. Point is, if this were Obama and this were Obama's guy getting put forward for the Supreme Court and all these allegations came out, the conservatives would be the ones going crazy, jumping up and down on the table saying we got to stop this. But it's Donald Trump. The left can't hate him enough. And they will do anything they can to humiliate Trump in his White House. and his administration and his nominees and things like that. So I think it's very, very interesting that they meaning whichever political party has their fingers pointed at the other, they are hypercritical when it's the other guy's candidate, when it's the other guy's pal, when it's the other team that has dropped the ball. They go crazy. Never with their own. Very few on their own. Of course, there are conservatives and there are Republicans saying that Kavanaugh ought to drop out, but not the majority. And I'm sure there were liberals and Democrats who weren't too crazy about Bill Clinton's womanizing, but the majority, they were okay with it. They were okay with Kennedy's womanizing too. So there you have it. A long answer to a short question from James Thomas. Please join me on my podcast. If you like what I have to say, if you like the way I say it, join the podcast, please. You can get in for as little as $1 a month. Politics, pop culture, the paranormal, philosophy, law of attraction, spirituality, discussions of the universe and life and everything it entails. Great stuff, my friends. You've been missing it for over a year. No reason to miss it for $1 a month. If you stayed with me for a year, it still couldn't, $12 couldn't get you into a movie. For a 90-minute movie that you'd probably end up feeling, I could have waited till it was on Netflix, right? Even if you stayed with me for a whole year at $1 a month, $12. What do you have really got to lose? Could you feed your family at McDonald's for $12? Probably not. So there you have it, my friends. Thanks a lot. Join the podcast, patreon.com/Spencer Hughes. Patreon.com/Spencer Hughes. I thank you very much for watching.